Hello, I'm Brittany Hopkins, owner of Container Collective Yoga in Lakewood, Colorado. I'm so happy you're here. The workshop you're about to take is one that I recorded while leading a corporate stress management workshop, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I enjoy teaching it this way. So, what my plan is for us for the next little bit is that first I'm going to teach you a couple of breathing techniques. One that's a calming breathing technique, and then one that's an invigorating breathing technique that you can do at any point in the day. You might look and sound a little weird if you're in a cubicle, but if you're at home, you're definitely good to go. And then we'll do some stretching. That the reason what will make it yoga is because I'll be asking you to focus your eyes and breathe on purpose while you're doing it. Those are kind of the key ingredients that you're in action, you're breathing, and you're seeing on purpose. That's what makes it yoga. So you could be running and doing those things and doing yoga, or you could be sitting in your chair doing some stretches, doing yoga. And then towards the end, after we get all the wiggles out and you've breathed on purpose for a little while, I'll tell you a little bit about some science behind meditation and why meditation is so important. And then I'll guide you through a little meditation as well. So with that, actually, before we jump into the breathing, I'd love for you to grab a pen and a piece of paper, scratch piece of paper, doesn't need to be big. And let's just do a check-in. I'll join you in this. Write down the word physically, and then next to it, write how you're feeling physically. So right now I'm feeling a little jittery from the coffee that I just had. And then write down the word mentally. And then write down how you're feeling mentally. Like, are you feeling cloudy? Are you feeling clear mentally? Are you feeling tired mentally? Are you feeling energized? I'm feeling clear because I just did a little meditation before this. And then write down the word emotionally. And next to emotionally, how are you feeling emotionally? Are you feeling, there was a new word that's been showing up, languish? Like not depressed, like there's a word in between like normal, like happy person and depressed. There's like this middle area that a lot of the world is living in right now. So are you feeling happy, sad? I'm feeling personally excited because this is my job and I'm excited to share this. But yeah, just check in with, get present to how you're currently feeling. And then once you get present to how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, now let's shift into how do you want to feel? So on your scrap piece of paper, how do you want to feel? If it's maybe you are feeling how you want to feel, but if not, like so in yoga we call this setting your intention. So how do you want to feel? And usually the word that comes to my mind is connected. That's how I want to feel. I want to feel connected both to myself and to the world around me. Great. So thanks for playing along with that, getting present to how you're feeling. Now let's shift gears into some breath work. I'm going to start with the calming breath. And this one is called alternate nostril breathing. So before you do that, do you have a tissue? This is a weird, interesting thing. Just grab a tissue. I'm going to step over here and like clear out my nostrils. And just like blow your nose, clear out the nostrils. And because this alternate nostril breathing, you're going to be plugging one nostril and breathing in one and then switching. It could be real weird, but in this world, we're open to all these things. So start with your right hand up. So I think on Zoom, maybe it's reversed, but this is my right hand. Yeah. And bring your peace fingers together, have your thumb sticking out, and then identify your ring finger. Bring your peace fingers to the middle of your forehead. And use your ring finger to plug up the nostril that it's closest to. Yeah, and breathe in the right nostril. And then switch, plug the right nostril and release the ring finger and breathe out the left nostril. Stay here and breathe in the left nostril. Switch, breathe out the right nostril. Stay and breathe in the right nostril. Switch, breathe out the left nostril. And if you want to close your eyes, you can. Breathe in the left nostril. Switch, breathe out the right. Breathe in the right. Switch, breathe out the left. We're going to actually do this for 60 more seconds. Breathe in the right. Switch, breathe out the left. Breathe in the left. Switch, breathe out the right. Breathe in the right. Switch, breathe out the left. Breathe in the left. Switch, breathe out the right. 30 more seconds. Breathe in the right. Switch, breathe out the left. Breathe in the left. Switch, breathe out the right. One more cycle. Breathe in the right. Switch, breathe out the left. Close your eyes or look to one spot on the floor and rest your hands on your lap. And just take a moment and notice how your body's feeling after doing that breath for about 2 minutes. We're not going to sit here for 2 minutes, how you were feeling after doing it for 2 minutes. Just check in. And as you're ready, open your eyes. Did that make you feel calm? For most people, it tends to make them feel calm. There's a few people that are like, no, I have a deviated septum. I couldn't breathe in that way. And perfectly fine. But no, like in that process of closing up one nostril and needing to identify, am I breathing in the right or out the left and what's happening? Likely you noticed that you weren't thinking about your email inbox for that 2-minute period. You were just fully present to what was happening with your physicality of your hand, and then also present to which, like the breath moving in and things slowed down. Yeah, so that is a useful tool for stress management, that you can slow the world down and be like, okay, I'm just going to focus on my right nostril, my left nostril. Now I'm going to teach you a breath technique that is called the breath of power. And in yoga, we call it ujjayi breathing. The other breathing technique in Sanskrit is called nadi shodhana, but we'll just call it alternate nostril breathing. And this one will breathe the powerful breath. So what I want to have you do, I'll teach it to you step by step. So first start, just like lean back in your chair, like get like super relaxed, and cross your arms across so your hands come onto your rib cage. Great. Without being, and let your belly just like hang out, be super relaxed. Take a deep breath in and out, and notice the lack of impact on your breath on like your ribs. Like your shoulders kind of went up and down a little bit, but just kind of relaxed. Now keep your arms crossed, but sit up tall. So lean forward, come forward so you're like on the front of the chair. Pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine. Keep the ribs there. So sitting up tall, pull the pit of the belly into the spine. Now take a deep breath in and out. Yeah, notice the rib cage became a part of the breath just now. So again, sit up tall, pull the pit of the belly into the spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep that and bring one hand up in front of your face. Now pull the pit of the belly into the spine, sit up tall, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth like you're fogging up a window or a mirror, like when you were 5. Did you fog up the window in the car while you were driving? Yeah, do that again. Breathe in through the nose. Open mouth, foggy breath out. Now seal your lips, breathe in through your nose and out your nose like you're fogging up the mirror. So it should start to sound like Darth Vader. Take a deep breath in, sit up tall, belly button to spine. And like you're fogging up the window, breathe out the nose. Now try to create that same sound on the inhale and fog up the mirror on the exhale. You can release your hands to your lap and you can look to one spot and do that. We'll do that for 30 seconds. Breathe in and breathe out. Super slow. Breathe in and breathe out. So hopefully it sounds like the ocean or like snoring. So it's happening in and out the nose. One more breath here and out. So that's Ujjayi breath. Whew. And that breath, like sitting still, like it brought some life to my head. It does, Ujjayi breath kind of does three things. One, we do it in a physical yoga practice because it builds some heat inside. So it's a really warming breath. Two, it's an audible reminder. Like, oh, I'm actually breathing. I'm hearing my breath the whole way in and I'm hearing my breath the whole way out. So it's an invitation to get present. And then it's also, when you breathe like that, you're constricting the throat slightly and you can't breathe fast. Like you can only breathe slow when you're constricting your throat. And what that does is it tells your brain, the part of your brain that usually gets triggered into fight or flight response, like the stress response. When you're breathing slowly, the brain is like, oh, everything's okay. There are no lions and tigers that I'm running from. So it's actually triggering the part of the brain for rest and digest. So I actually find myself default into Ujjayi breath when I'm in traffic. I'm like, oh, all of a sudden I'm breathing loudly and I'm in the car by myself, so it's fine, nobody to judge. But it's like, oh my, I've created this habit of breathing calmly in a stressful situation. So you have two breathing techniques now. The alternate nostril breathing to literally it is a calming breath. And the Ujjayi breath is invigorating. And at the same time, it's happening so slowly that we're triggering the rest and digest hormones in the body amidst a stressful situation. So those are two tools that you can use to manage stress just by not even doing anything super physical, just breathing. And then also it's great too because we breathe in oxygen, fresh oxygen, and oftentimes in our day we don't fully exhale, so we're not getting all the carbon dioxide out of the system. So it's really a cleansing process. It's a detoxing process to breathe on purpose. So cool. All right, so with those breathing techniques, we're gonna actually keep the Ujjayi breath as we move into the chair yoga, like the stretching part of the practice. So even if you're not there yet with the audibility, like if it doesn't sound like Darth Vader, I think you could all hear my breath through the AirPods. So just work on trying to mimic that. And if it doesn't happen today, it'll happen over time as your throat muscles get stronger for the breath. So now I'm gonna have you scoot forward. I'm gonna tilt my screen down a little bit. Scoot forward so you're like not leaning back in the chair, and you can have both feet flat on the floor. And we'll start with some shoulder rolls. So inhale, shrug your shoulders up by the ears. Exhale, take the shoulders back and down. Shrug the shoulders forward and up, breathe in. Exhale, take the shoulders back and down. Inhale, shrug the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, take the shoulders back and down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, shrug the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, take them back and down. One more time. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, take them back and down. Let's reverse that action. Take the shoulders back and up, breathe in. Exhale, take them forward and down. Back and up, breathe in. Forward and down, breathe out. 2 more times like that. Inhale, take the shoulders back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Back and up, breathe in. Forward and down, breathe out. Do the reverse one more time. Pull the shoulders up and back and down. So nice and tall. Now we'll move into cows and cats. So you'll kind of use your kneecaps for this. So just place your hands on the front of your knees, and on your inhale, puff up your chest and look up towards the ceiling. Use your hands as leverage on your knees to pull the chest through. And on the exhale, round the spine, pull your belly button to spine and look down towards your belly button. And you can even use your legs as leverage here with your hands. And we'll move with your breath. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, slowly round the spine. Breathe out. Inhale, puff up the chest, pull the shoulders straight back. Look, see on purpose. Exhale, round the spine, look back towards your belly button. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, take your gaze up towards the ceiling or the top of the wall. Exhale, round, look back towards the belly button. No right or wrong way, just as long as you're feeling a stretch. Inhale, look up, see on purpose. Exhale, round, look back towards your belly button. One more time. Inhale, look up, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine, look back towards your belly button. And come back to a neutral spine, shimmy, shake out your shoulders. Yeah, and hopefully that just woke up all the muscles along the spine, waking up the neurotransmitters all the way down your spine. Now let's move into a side body stretch. So stretch your arms overhead. Take a deep breath in. I'll slide back so you can see my arms. And grab onto your right wrist with your left hand. So I'll mirror you. Inhale, stretch up and over to the side. So ground the opposite sit bone into your chair. Pull your belly button into your spine and stretch the arm up and over a little further. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Super important, belly button to spine. Breathe in and set your gaze to one spot. Breathe out. Come back to center. Shake the arms out a second. And then we'll go in the other direction. Grab onto the opposite wrist of what you did before. Stretch up and over to the side. Ground the opposite sit bone down into your chair. Try to feel the cushion underneath the sit bone there. Pull belly button to spine and take 2 more breaths in and out. In and go a little deeper on the out. Come back up to center, shake your arms out, shimmy, shake out the shoulders. Now from here, bring your right ear over towards the right shoulder. So just a little stretch along the left side of the neck. If you feel a stretch here, stay. I actually feel a deeper stretch when I reach that opposite hand down and out diagonally. Take a deep breath in, as if someone were pulling on your wrist. Breathe out. And you can change the stretch just by flipping the palm up towards the ceiling. Gently take a deep breath in. Focus your eyes, get present to what you're seeing out here while also present to what's happening in your body. Release that hand to your lap. You can use your other hand to help your head back up to center and go the other way. Gentle, tilt the ear towards the shoulder. We're not trying to force anything, just create a gentle stretch along the neck. And if you need more of a stretch, you can reach the opposite arm diagonally down and out as if someone were pulling on that wrist just slightly. And take a deep breath in. Ujjayi breath out. If it felt good to flip the wrist and flip the palm up towards the ceiling, you can do that. Take 2 more breaths in and out. Focus your eyeballs, see what's out here and also present to what's happening internally. Release the hand to your lap. You can help your head back up and shake it out. We'll move into a spinal twist. So I'll turn sideways for you to see. So shrug your shoulders up towards your ears to create space in the spine and in the vertebra. Sit really tall, and then twist to the left. So you could use the arm of your chair as leverage or reach your hand to the back of the chair. and sit up really tall. Breathe in. Take your gaze to the left as far as it can go. Pull your belly button into your spine. Super important here to pull belly button into the spine to support the twist. And exhale. Take 2 more breaths in. Focus your eyes. Take them further to the left. Breathe out. 1 more breath in. Empty out. Slowly come back to center. And you'll move in the opposite direction of the twist. I'll turn around just so you can see. Shrug the shoulders up. Pull belly button to spine. And then twist to the right. Let the shoulders drop down your back. It feels good to use the arm of the chair. And you could even, it's kind of neat that this chair swivels. So you press the right hip forward as you pull the right shoulder back, or whatever direction you are. My my chair just slid forward. Take 3 more breaths here. Sit up tall. Inhale. Twist to the right. Breathe out. Deep breath in. Twist to the right. Breathe out. Look at what you're seeing. So stay present to the world out here and present to what's happening in your physical space of your body. Slowly release. Come back to center. We'll do a little wrist stretch. So we'll do right arm forward. You can grab gently with the left hand onto the fingertips to pull the fingertips back. Only go as far as your body says is okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in and out. Same hand is going to get the stretch, but flex the hand down and gently stretch. So use your left hand to pull the fingertips down. Create a stretch on the back of the wrist. Take 1 more breath in. Focus your eyes, breathe out. Now take that same arm up in the air and like you're going to pat yourself on the back with your right hand, and then left hand you can grab onto the elbow and gently create a stretch in the triceps there. Take 2 more breaths here. In and out. Breathe in and out. Release the arm, and we'll create the stretch on the left side. So left hand up, pull the fingertips back, create a gentle stretch through the left low wrist at the base of the palm of the hand. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Focus your eyes to one spot. Exhale. Deep breath in and out. And switch the stretch. Gently release. Point the fingertips down. Pull on the back of the top of the hand back. Take 2 breaths in and out. 1 more breath in. Focus the eyeballs to one spot. Exhale out. And we'll take the tricep stretch. So take the left arm up in the air. Bend the hand like you're giving yourself a pat on the back. Bring the right arm over. Grab onto the elbow. And gently pull to create a stretch in the tricep and the shoulder joint. Take 2 more breaths here. Slow breath out. 1 more breath in. Empty out. Slowly release the hands down. Let's move into the legs a bit. So clasp your hands on the back of the left hamstring, so just behind the knee, and lift the knee up towards your chest. Take a deep breath in here. Pull the shoulders back, belly button to spine, and start to straighten the leg. Go as straight so you start to feel a stretch in the back of the left leg. Sit up tall and breathe. Press your heel away from you. If you can bring your leg all the way straight, do that. If you feel pain on your low back, back off. Pull belly button to spine, shrug the shoulders, pull them back. Take 2 more breaths here. In and out. In and out. Now release the leg, keep it up in the air, and point your foot and flex your foot. Point the foot and flex the foot. Point the foot, wake up the ankles and toes, and then roll your ankle out and side to side. Whoa, my leg is starting to shake. Wake up the legs. Get some blood flow. One more breath. And then figure four, help your leg up. Bring the ankle across the thigh. So I'm sitting cross-legged. Now use your hands on the front of your shin to sit up tall. Pull belly button to spine. Gently encourage the left knee down towards the floor. If you feel a hip stretch right here, stay right here. If you need a little more with a straight spine, start to tip your torso forward. Breathe in. Pull belly button to spine. Breathe out. And likely you spend enough time in your day rounded over. So pull the shoulders up and back, and even pull the jawline straight back as you hinge forward to create the stretch in the left hip. Take 2 more breaths here. Set your gaze, focus your eyes to one spot without thinking about the spot, just focus your eyes. Last breath, allow yourself to go a little deeper. Oh no, this might be my favorite stretch. Slowly come up and release. Shake out the left leg, ooh, and then do the other side. So grab onto the back of the right leg or whichever leg you didn't do, pull the knee into the chest and slowly start to straighten the leg. Let me turn sideways. So go until you feel a stretch in your hamstring. Again, sit up tall, pull belly button to spine. And maybe you can straighten your leg, maybe you can't. And the flexibility of your hamstrings has nothing to do with how good of a human you are. So just breathe, inhale, and create the stretch on the leg. One more breath. This twofold. You're getting some core work and hamstring stretching. Now release the leg and flex and point the foot. So flex and point the foot, wake up your calf muscle, and wake up the quadricep. Now roll the ankle out in circles, circle, circle. Woo, for 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, and come into the figure 4. Bring the ankle across the thigh. You can grab onto the front of the shin to sit up nice and tall. Pull your belly button into your spine. Deep breath in. And start to hinge forward. Breathe out. If you feel, get to the point where you feel the stretch and then stay there. Set your gaze out to one spot out in front of you. No need to think about what you're looking at. Just see it while you breathe on purpose. We'll take 2 more breaths. Go as far as you can to feel the stretch. Take 1 more breath in and go a little deeper. Breathe out. Slowly come up and plant your feet on the floor. We'll shake them out first. Shake out that right leg. Yeah? Your bodies feel a little more open. Yeah, and really it's the encouragement, how much time we spend on the computer, on the cell phone in this shape. And as much time as you can, remind yourself, just as soon as you notice, sit up tall, even scoot forward on your chair, pull the shoulders up and back, and do the thing. Do. So funny that I have a desk and chair. It's like, as a yoga studio owner, I never had one. And then thanks to COVID, my business went online for most of a year. And now I have a rolling desk that also stands up. I can make it stand up. All right, so let's shift gears from the physical yoga practice into the mindful meditation. I want to talk a little bit about why meditation. And there's some really compelling reasons. You know, I'm a small business owner and a mother of a 3-year-old single mom. I have a million reasons why there's not enough time to sit in stillness for 10 minutes a day. Like, there is so much to do. And I am way more productive and nicer and clearer in my life when I commit to my meditation practice. So here's also, that's just my testimonial about why, but there's actually scientific research. Harvard Medical School did a study in 2014 where they did MRI scans of people's brains on and off meditation. And what they found was the part of the brain for memory and learning and figuring things out increased gray matter, like grew brain parts in the part of their brain for learning and memory with 10 to 30 minutes a day of meditation. And the part of the brain, the amygdala, the fight or flight freeze response, the stress response, in the MRI brain scans, they saw decreased gray matter in that part of the brain in the people who meditated for 10 to 30 minutes a day. Just take a moment and be like, I'm going to remember things better. I'm going to solve problems better. I'm going to learn things better if I sit still and try to quiet my mind for 10 minutes a day. And I'm going to be literally less stressed because I'm decreasing the gray matter in the brain where I want to run or freeze or faint or fight back. I see it as my moral duty for my child primarily to sit still and try to quiet my thoughts for 10 minutes a day. And an investment in my health and well-being. So with that, I also need to say that you will never get rid of your thoughts. People are like, oh, I can't meditate because I can't stop my thoughts. And that's like people saying they can't go to the gym because they're not fit. Like being fit is not a prerequisite for going to work out, as well as having racing thoughts gone is not a prerequisite for meditation. So it's called a meditation practice because it's not a meditation perfect. And I go through periods where it's like I sit for, actually my goal is I usually get 10 to 20 minutes a day. And there are days where it's like I literally spent 20 minutes watching the thoughts ping pong around in my brain. And it was a practice of coming back for the moments, the glimpses of the space. The goal is to widen the space between the thoughts. So, you want to try it? Okay, let's increase some gray matter. We won't do it 10 minutes because we don't have that much time. We'll do about 6 minutes. And what I'll have you do is I'll guide you through a body scan. I'll give your thoughts something to do is what I'm going to be doing. So you have whatever's next, you have whatever happened before in your day, and the invitation is to just listen to my words as an assignment for your thoughts. And your mind might wander off. You might get a ding or something on a device and you notice it. And you can even identify it like, oh, ding of my cell phone. Like it helps to say in my head, ding of my cell phone, and then come back. It's just the goal is to not like grab onto the ding of the cell phone and then bring it in to think about it. It's like, I see you ding of cell phone. I'm not grabbing onto you. I'm coming back to this moment. All right. So however you're sitting, shift a little so that you're sitting on the front of your seat. So I'm not leaning back into my chair. My hips are on the front of the seat, both feet flat on the floor. Oh yeah, and that's another thing, like meditation doesn't have to be seated in like some crazy bended lotus shape sitting on the ground. It can be right here in your chair. And if you even have, I'm gonna grab, if you're at home, right, you have a couch pillow, you could even put that behind your back. I have a yoga block here, but you could put it behind your back as a little support. So ground your feet on the floor. And then I like to do something on purpose with my hands. So you can either do hands on the lap down, you could do hands on the lap up. If you're feeling inspired, this is called Jnana Mudra. It's like the classic thing you think, oh, I meditate, I should do this. But I love this one because you can think of body, mind, and spirit are connected. When body, mind, and spirit are connected, everything is a-okay. So that's a nice, and you could do hands down with that. One other hand option is to bring the fingertips to touch with the palms apart and rest the hands on the lap there. It's a nice one. So plant your feet. You can either support your spine with something behind your spine to sit up tall, or you can just sit forward on your chair so that your spine is tall. Set your gaze to one spot out in front of you, or close your eyes. And take a deep breath in. And open mouth, sigh it out. Do that again. This time, breathe in all the way. Fill up your belly, fill up your chest. At the top, breathe out the mouth. This time, breathe in through the nose, fill up the belly and chest, pause at the top, and slowly, like you're blowing through a straw, blow out the mouth. I'll have you do that one more time. Inhale, fill up your belly, fill up your chest, and blow slowly out the mouth. Now come back to your normal, natural breathing. And if your eyes are closed, shift your attention to either where you would be looking at the tip of your nose with your eyes closed, or looking up to the middle of the forehead with your eyes closed. And if your eyes are open, continue to just look at the one spot in front of you. Bring your awareness to the feet. Feel your feet in your shoes. Feel your ankles above your shoes or with your socks on, just whatever the contact surface is, or if it's air, feel the air on the ankles. Bring your awareness up into your shins and calves. Bring your awareness to your knees. Notice the front of your knees, the back of your knees. Move your awareness up into your thighs. Notice the skin into the muscle, into the bone of the thighs. Now notice your seat. Notice how your sit bones feel on your chair. Without thinking about why they feel how they feel, just notice how they feel. Move your awareness up into your abdomen. Let your belly be relaxed. Notice the impact of your breath on your belly as you breathe in and out. Bring your awareness up to your rib cage. Notice how you take a natural breath in, you feel the rib cage gently expand, and as you breathe out, you feel it soften. Move your awareness up into your chest. And notice your breath in your chest, the front of your chest, and then as well as notice the impact of the breath on the shoulder blades. Move your awareness up into your shoulders. And funnel your awareness down your upper arms, through your elbows, into your forearms, into your hands. Bring your awareness to your pinky fingers, your ring fingers, middle fingers, pointer fingers, thumbs. Funnel your awareness back up through the low arms, elbows, shoulders, into your neck and throat. Notice if there's any tension in the neck. Bring your awareness up into your jaw. If your teeth are clenched, you gently bring some space between the teeth. Bring your awareness up into the temples. Notice the air moving in and out your nose. See if you can feel the temperature of the air moving in and out the nose. Bring your awareness up to the top of your head. At the top of your head, imagine a white ball of light on the top of the head. Let the white ball of light, imagine it moving down into your head, through your skull, to fill the whole head up with white light. Let the white light continue to funnel down into the neck. Imagine your shoulders and chest filling with white light. Imagine your arms and abdomen filling with white light. Imagine your pelvis and thighs filling with white light. Let the white light move down into the shins and calves, ankles and feet. And just notice how it feels to be filled with this imaginary white light. And take a deep breath in and deep breath out. One more energizing breath in and out. Bring one hand to rest flat against your sternum and place the other hand on top of it. And try to find your heartbeat. So you might need to slide your hands over to the left. Try to find your heartbeat and notice the beat of your heart. See if you can count the beats. And as you're ready, open your eyes. It was your little short meditation. Now back to the paper that you wrote on at the beginning of the workshop. Next to how you're feeling physically, will you write, how are you feeling right now physically? One or two words to acknowledge how you're feeling physically right now. And then next to the mentally, how are you feeling mentally now? And then emotionally, how are you feeling emotionally? Yeah. So getting present to how you're feeling throughout the day is also a really great practice. Like acknowledging, right now I feel jittery and I want to feel easeful. Right now, mentally, I'm feeling really cloudy and I want to feel clear. Right now, I'm feeling emotionally, I'm feeling kind of sad and I want to feel easeful comes to mind again. Yeah, I want to feel, or joy or something. So it's not, we're not trying to be toxically positive where we just skip over how we're feeling. It's like get present to how we're feeling and then set an intention for how we want to feel. And hopefully, after these practices of the breath work that I guided you through earlier, through the physical poses where we're moving and breathing mindfully, and then just now through the meditation, hopefully you feel different than you did 45 minutes ago. Yeah. So these are tools that you can come back to over and over again. I've actually recorded this session, so I'll get it to Michaela and then she can send it out to everybody to do later, have it as a tool. This has been so fun. Thank you all for being here. I love sharing the practice of yoga that doesn't have to be like bendy shapes on the mat. Like that actually is only one component of the yoga practice. And by doing these things, hopefully you feel like you have some new tools to manage the stresses of life.